A 1400-year-old Benedictine monastery sits on top of a mountain, blocking the road to Rome. Below it, the best German paratroopers in the world. The Allies will fight 4 separate battles to take this one hill. It will take 5 months and cost 55,000 lives. After 4 battles spanning 5 months, Monte Cassino was finally taken by Polish troops. This is Monte Cassino. January-May 1944. Monte Cassino, Italy. A battle is about to begin that will change the course of the war. On one side, Allied forces. Commanded by General Clark/General Anders. Against them, Nazi Germany. Led by General von Senger. Both sides know what is at stake. To understand this battle, we need context. A medieval monastery sat atop a mountain blocking the road to Rome. The Allies fought 4 bloody battles to take it. The controversy over bombing the monastery haunts military history to this day. Allied forces had assembled a powerful force. Multiple Allied divisions: American, British, Indian, Polish, New Zealand, French. Nazi Germany was equally prepared. German 1st Parachute Division and Panzer Grenadiers. The stakes could not be higher. A defeat here would be catastrophic for either side. General Clark/General Anders studied the situation carefully. Every decision now could mean victory or disaster. General von Senger was confident. The plan was set. There was no turning back. The men on both sides knew that many of them would not survive what was coming. Monte Cassino controlled the Liri Valley, the only route to Rome. The Germans turned it into an impregnable fortress. The first battle in January 1944 saw American troops attack directly uphill. They were slaughtered by German paratroopers. The commanders debated, was the monastery being used as a military position? The evidence was unclear. On February 15, 142 B-17 bombers destroyed the monastery. The irony, the bombing created better defensive positions in the rubble. German paratroopers occupied the ruins immediately. The rubble was harder to attack than the intact building. The second battle saw Indian and New Zealand troops attack. They fought with incredible courage but could not take the hilltop. The third battle in March included a massive aerial bombardment of the town of Cassino itself. The town was obliterated. New Zealand tanks entered the town, but German paratroopers emerged from the rubble and fought them to a standstill. The German 1st Parachute Division earned legendary status. They held Monte Cassino against everything the Allies threw at them. The fourth battle in May 1944 finally succeeded. General Anders' Polish II Corps was given the honor of the final assault. French colonial troops found an unguarded mountain path and outflanked the entire German position. The breakthrough came from an unexpected direction. On May 18, Polish soldiers raised their flag over the ruined monastery. It had taken 4 battles in 5 months. 55,000 Allied soldiers were killed or wounded at Cassino. German losses were around 20,000. The road to Rome was finally open. Rome fell on June 4, just 2 days before D-Day overshadowed the victory. After 4 battles spanning 5 months, Monte Cassino was finally taken by Polish troops. 55,000 Allied casualties for one monastery on a hill. The cost was enormous. Allied forces lost 55,000 casualties across 4 battles. Nazi Germany suffered even more. 20,000 casualties. When the news reached the capitals, the world understood that the war had changed. For the soldiers who survived, this battle would haunt them for the rest of their lives. The commanders on both sides would be judged by history for their decisions here. Military historians would later analyze every move, every decision, every mistake. But for those who were there, no analysis could capture what they went through. Monte Cassino demonstrated the difficulty of attacking fortified mountain positions. The bombing of the monastery remains one of the most controversial decisions of the war. The lessons of this battle would influence military strategy for generations to come. Today, memorials stand where the fighting took place. A reminder of what happened here. Books, documentaries, and films have told this story. But nothing compares to the reality. This was Monte Cassino. After 4 battles spanning 5 months, Monte Cassino was finally taken by Polish troops. And the world was never the same. The events described here shaped the world we live in today. The events described here shaped the world we live in today. The events described here shaped the world we live in today. The events described here shaped the world we live in today. The events described here shaped the world we live in today. The events described here shaped the world we live in today. The events described here shaped the world we live in today. The events described here shaped the world we live in today. The events described here shaped the world we live in today. The events described here shaped the world we live in today. The events described here shaped the world we live in today.